Since we started June last year to this year, the advancement in AI are completely crazy, to the point where I'm going to start focusing my videos a lot more on AI, a lot more on AI, but not from the point of view what AI is going to do, but the point of view where how can normal people, not technical people, can use AI to create stuff. Um, I'm not talking about creating art or creating videos. I'm talking about creating solutions from, I know, something simple of, oh, I need this for my kitchen. And then there is an AI where you can actually throw your idea, go to a 3D printer and print it, to the point where you have an idea to do a business, or you want to, enhance something, or you have an idea in your mind for ages and you don't know how to make it happen because you're not technical. What, I don't know how to code. I don't know anything about infrastructure and all this stuff. So I want to focus on that, because for the past, I would say 2 months since May, I've been really focusing and spending all my weekends working on creating stuff with AI. I think we were in Barcelona with my wife. Um, we went there for a full month in May, partially vacation, partially personal stuff, partially work. And I think it was around the 15th of May, or during a weekend, I was reading an X post about some vibe coding, still getting a tiny bit, weird with that word. I was hearing about vibe coding, and then I used Replit last year, when I was in a train trip from, I think, Warsaw. I was in a train trip from I don't know where to where, and I was trying to code mini apps, but they were not deployable. They were not like, complex enough. You can create like micro pages, let's say. So I started trying for a while, and then Lovable appeared out of nowhere. This vibe coding tool that now is very popular because this is a massive startup that went ballistic and got an insane amount of money raised a couple of weeks back. But the amazing about that is that these kind of companies put creation in the hands of normal people. You don't have to know how to code. You don't have to know how to set up a database schema. If you know, great, of course. If you know how to use Cloud or else IDEs, great. But for the normal people, for those that are not technical, AI is changing the game. And since May, I think I put out, I'll say, close to 12 or 13 applications. When I say application, I'm not talking about I'm doing Facebook or Instagram or anything like that. Although the last one I'm building is huge. But you start building these ideas, you start talking to the machine, and the machine is producing stuff, and you have a mini product. So I have this particular idea the other day where AI is going to be so much part of our life, so much part of our creative life, even for a startup founder or for a creative, for better or for worse. I don't think there is a stop in it. I don't think there is intrinsically bad. I do think that a lot of bad things will happen society wise, but I think at the end of the day, it's enhancement. So if a person that had thousands of ideas cannot put them to practice because it has a limitation, and the limitation is knowledge, and then AI is going to be there just to like fill the gap and allow this person to develop ideas that will turn somehow into something that can help someone else. I don't think that's bad. I think there is a lot of ideas that are trapped in someone else's mind, or someone's mind, like mine, and I was not able to make it happen. Just to give you an idea, the other day I always take my dog out when I'm stressed, so I went for a walk, and I got this idea for a while of a device, like of a, it's hardware, it's like an apparatus. I have a new monitor, that's why I look up. So I had this idea of an apparatus, but I don't know how to build hardware. I don't know how to build circuits. I don't know how to build the kind of software that goes inside the circuits. I don't know how to manage, transistors, and I don't know how to manage capacitors or things like that, or pressure sensitive, but AI does. So I say, okay, let me throw my idea into the air. I explain my idea to, I think it was Grok, and then we start talking. It's kind of weird when I say start talking, but we start talking for a long time, and I end up with a patent application that I'm gonna fill in in the Netherlands. It's not only hardware, it's a software, it's an app, it's like a combination of things. It's a sport related because I like sports, and there is a lot of things I can do in sportwear, but I couldn't do that before. And I'm pretty convinced that I have a few tools that I want to share in the channel that you can actually go and say, okay, I want to build a case for this apparatus. You're gonna have a case. It has to be this way, and it has to contain this specification. It will just build it for you, and you can just go and print it on a 3D printer and just start prototyping. Or it will tell you how to actually build the circuits, and it will write the code for the software that you can write. Maybe you can buy a Raspberry Pi and just run code on that. I don't know. Haven't tried that. But the point is, I think I want to start doing more content about that, because I remember when I started putting these applications, a lot of my friends, my co-founders, they was like, oh, that's interesting. I have this idea and I want to put it into practice. So I decided to start just to give it a shot. I know there is a lot of content around AI already, too much. Prompt here, prompt there, it's like gonna be, my dog is here. The content can be overwhelming, but the truth is that talking to AI is more natural than most people think, especially for non-technical people. Like myself, I'm not technical at all, so I'm gonna start doing videos. I wanted to just put this video out there for me, mostly for me, because otherwise I would keep saying, "Oh, I'm gonna do a video about this," and then I never do it. Shit happen in your life, and you can start procrastinating. Bad shit happen in your life, and you bury it the most. And then I think the only way just to cut through is just, I don't know. For me, creative relays works. Probably that's why I'm putting so many apps. So in the past month, just to summarize, my first app I created was called Quotter. It was an app for illustrators to be able to price their work. I know it's very hard for illustration to price work because my wife is an illustrator. This is not financial advice. But basically, what this app is doing is taking your inputs, you talk to it, and say, okay, based on what you told me, this is kind of the standard of rates normally the market would charge. I'm gonna do an illustration for Netflix. It will give you 3 options to choose from. Recommendations. This is not financial advice. Doesn't meant to replace your expertise. There are great books. Again, this is an app. Then another one I created was Breezely, which is basically the same kind of concept for creatives. Was creating contracts. When you go into relationship with a client, you want to have your contracts, right? You want to have your payment terms all written down. Again, this is not replacement for a lawyer. It's just a template. The only thing it will do is just give you a template so you can actually give it to your lawyer and maybe make their job easier. And then I created one, it's called Validator, which is an idea I had for a while. Basically, you put an idea in and it will just give you a report of how good your startup idea is. It's very basic. But I wanted to implement the backend and start talking with AI more. What else I did? I did a medical one that was basically you upload all your history. This is not available for the public. It's for me, my wife, my friends. You upload your history of I know medical exams, and these doctors start learning about you, and you can start talking and try to find stuff. You can also read your images, blood exams, old exams, MRIs, all this stuff, and you can talk to this doctor. I didn't trust to do it with GPT, so I did it myself. Hey, hey. What else I did? Oh, I did one that I'm very proud. It's called Vibeblocks, which basically what it does is you tell this AI, you talk to an AI about an idea that you have, and the AI will actually build a prompt for you as if you had any experience technical experience. It will give you like what's called a spec-driven TRD with prompts and stuff like that, which is very cool. And then you copy paste that into, I know I'm using Lovable because I think from all the tools that I tried, it's the most reliable one. And now they have the agent, and the agent is great. It's not expensive. It's great. It's a great tool. I haven't seen anything comparable with it. What else? I did a lot. I did one. It's called Pixel Blocks, which is basically a reinvention of this $1 million page from the 90s when internet appeared, where people can buy one pixel or a group of pixels for $1, and you have your forever place in the internet. I have another one that's called Shield Blocks, that is the same concept for Web3. It has Stripe implementations. I'm building a marketplace now that it has integration with many things. What else? Let me check. I think I have it here on my X profile. What else? I think it's pretty cool, all the things you can do. Of course, I have a day job, so my time is quite limited. I have to do it. Let me check my X profile, put them here just to remember. Oh, I forgot about that one. Yeah, the other one I did, it was this is a big one. I'm going to put it in the screen, is a Gloop. I know why I like Gloop. I like the name Gloop because I'm a comic book fan. And I remember Dragon Ball Z. It has these kind of watery things and like shame. It's called what it does is a simple tool that replaces Acuity. Like my wife was paying like $700, $800 a year in Acuity for their classes, the cohorts she's giving coaching. Sometimes we don't use it. There is a month where you don't have bookings and you're still paying them. So I said, oh, that's not fair. So I created one where anyone professional selling their time can actually create a page. It has a branding page. You can book, you can sell one session, you can sell packs, and it's free. So when I say free, is you can opt for have the free option when the platform, aka me, take a small commission. If you get paid, you take a small commission, or if you have more operations, you can pay $9 and there is no commissions, but you can use it for free. So if you don't have an ongoing business where they have from classes from time to time, it's very convenient to use it for free. You connect with Stripe, super easy. You can accept all the payments. Your students or whatever clients can book with one code. They have one code, the unique code. They can exchange it for lessons. Super simple to use. It connects with your calendar, so it knows if you're busy or not. And you can set up things like, oh, don't disturb, or just put spaces between meeting. So basically the same as all the others without the, it's more modern, more friendly, more, this age, not all. And it doesn't have all these chunky features that the other has. Like, for example, Acuity. If you want to use Acuity, you have to also pay Squarespace, which I don't think is bad. But at the end of the day, you end up paying your website $25, and then you pay another 15 or 20, depending on what your Acuity plan is. So you pay $30 a month, even more. We were paying 45 if you want to extend these features, like packs. And at the end of the year, you end up paying $700. It's not convenient. I created that one, and then I created another one that is called Fitblocks. I forgot about that, which is a basic trainer for the gym. It's nothing complex, not a tracker. It's something you have a list. You can open your phone, just I have to do this and this, okay, and you have a timer. That's it. A very simple tracker. And then I have a few more that are under development. But the idea is to start talking about how we can start talking how you, whoever is watching this, can actually take this idea from your head. Oh, I want to do this app that does this. Okay, you can do it now. You don't need to pay thousands of dollars. You don't need to, fight with a technical person. You don't need to go to your known coder friend that it will laugh in your face. I'm talking about experience. And will tell you, oh, that's not, you just fucking do it. Just go and do it. Just sit, pay $24 for Lovable. Use a website like mine, Vibeblocks, to just vomit your idea. It will give you blueprints in a technical way so the AI can build better. The AI can build great even if you say, build me a Tinder for dogs, it will do great. But if you use an app like Vibeblocks, it will go into detail how you build it, what are the pages, etc. Who is your target audience? What is the travel of the user? All this stuff that we non-technical people normally wouldn't care. And that's it. So I think it was a very long video. I wanted to do an update and that being 60 minutes. But I enjoy doing this stuff. It's therapeutic for me. And now the other thing, if someone stay at the end of the video, I think I'm gonna say this. If someone stay to this point, my plan is to help 5 people, random people, especially non-technical, that want to create an idea, and give them my support. So my idea is I posted a few, apparently no one wants it, but anyway, I'm gonna post this kind of thing where people can apply, anyone can apply. And if you have an idea, say, oh, I don't know how to build it, I have a private Slack channel. I can help you out. I'm not gonna build it for you. I have limited amount of time, but I'm 100% sure I can help you, guide you, troubleshoot with you, especially if you're not technical. So I'm gonna start doing that in August. We are in August. Well, maybe September. Mid-August, September. I know I have a few things to solve in these months or the next months, and how to organize stuff. But I think it's a good idea to help people. And then my only request would be, this is free of charge, of course. My only request would be for these people that I'm going to help, they have to do the same for someone else. So, and then we keep doing it. At the end of the day, it's kind of these kind of tools that are not perfect, they're not creating best quality software in the planet. They're just creating the first possible version your idea can have, which is better than stay in your brain and just never become nothing. So that's it. I'm going to start trying to do videos of those tools from that perspective. And I'm going to stop talking about it because and then I would ramble for another 20 minutes about something else. That's it. So that was the update. I'm sick, so my voice might not sound the best way. And I've been sick for a while, but I'm getting better. So I think next video will be all about the apps and Lovable and how you can set it up. And then we go from there. I also experiment, again, I'm going to go from the tangent. I also experiment on how to do advertising in a way that we need new video tools. So people can actually promote. If you're camera shy, there will be ways you can promote your products without having to go into whatever this is. Anyway, that's it. That's all I have.